We're looking here at the two leaders. They got away very early on. We expected a breakaway to go very early on because it's such a long way today. But they needed more than two riders to make it have any chance of success. And as it's turned out, the two Frenchmen happy to lead the Tour de France on French soil, and that's good for France, good for French cycling, and good for the crowd on the towns they are passing through. At the end of the day, they're not going to survive. Those little yellow transponders on the seat stays there. That positions the rider as they cross over the line, and it goes chink, chink, and they know exactly where they are in the position on the line.
Well, Anthony Charteau is a rider in green and white on the front. We've seen him also being the sacrificial lamb for Team Crédit Agricole. He and Cédric Vasseur have come forward. They've got to set the pacemaking for their sprinters. Very slow average speed. In fact, it's a long time, Phil, since I've seen such a low average speed on a stage in the early part of the Tour.
I quite agree. It's rather like the old days when we used to say piano, piano, which was their way of saying let's take it easy today. They've got two riders out front. It's the longest stage of the Tour. It's come very early in the race, I must say. There is one other stage down in the far south east of France on the Spanish borders, which is about 5 miles or 7 kilometers shorter. That's all. So that'll be another tough day, and that's after we've been through the Alps. And then we won't have such a big peloton, I suspect. We'll lose a few riders now. A little bit of an attack here now. And it had to come. It's come a bit earlier than we actually thought would happen, as they've now started. This is Cofidis who decided to open up the fray. Time to reel in perhaps the two riders out in front and decide who is going to be in the mix for what would be a bunch sprint. I think we're saying goodbye to Charb, the town that was totally destroyed in the First World War and has been rebuilt, as has its famous church, St. Peter's. We've had a glimpse of that during the coverage. And two riders going clear. Liquigas, third placed yesterday with Felipe Passato. They're also trying to get in on the act, early marking of the leaders. Unconcerned about what is going on behind are the two leaders here. And they will continue to see just when they are joined. They've ridden a very wise race today because they'll have some strength left to hold on to the peloton. It could all change, and very shortly these two will be four.
Well, Marc Madiot is the team manager in the car there, just come up alongside the two riders at the front of the race, and he's explained that in fact the two chasers are now only 39 seconds behind the two leaders, and he said to them that hold on, wait for these two guys to come. They're strong riders. Once you form an alliance with them, we may well have a situation here where we can out-sprint and outperform the sprinters.
The riders, it is slightly uphill over the cobblestones.
Couple of nasty corners as we come up towards the finish line. They're starting to panic now. They're looking over their shoulders. They know the main field will not give up. There's the main field. It's looking at about 200 meters. They're not too far now. They're going to start to line up. They're not far away from the Flamme Rouge, and then the long straight to the finish line. This is very dangerous for these guys, but it's more dangerous for the men behind. There's the kite.
And these are the peloton here. They're on the cobblestones. They may totally have misjudged this today. A brilliant move. Those two riders strengthened by two more. If they win, they've been in the lead for 231 kilometers, and the peloton pass under the Flamme Rouge. We will quickly switch to the leaders.
Well, you can see now on the front, Lampre, everyone's panicking. The leading group of four riders, they've absolutely started to mess around. This is the cat and mouse tactics. This will lose the race for them. They've got to keep going. Somebody now has to take the responsibility, but Fabian Cancellara.
I do not believe this. The strength of the race leader has gone after them himself to save his yellow jersey from O'Shea, and Cancellara has taken off. There's confusion behind. Quick step said, when is Tom Bonan going to make his move? Is Mark Cavendish right on the front there? These boys, Vogany looks over, they're going to give it to the yellow jersey. This is going to be a huge press, and what a ride by Cancellara. He suddenly sensed he can win the stage from absolutely nowhere. They've wiped them out on the line of the stage of the Tour de France. 400 meters, 300 meters. Cancellara, the strong man of the time trial, has ridden them off his wheel. He is going to come up to the line here now. The move behind as Robbie McEwen kicks. McEwen and Robbie Hunter. Hunter now Bonan on the left. Cancellara, Zabel's on Cancellara's wheel, and it looks as though we've got Cancellara, Zabel on the line. Napolitano, Bonan. Boonen. They all got beaten by the yellow jersey. That'll serve them right.
Well, that serves them completely and utterly right. Cancellara was sitting in the right place, waiting for the move. He saw his opportunity. He's not really a great sprinter, but he's a great man over the final kilometre. He saw that move. Look at this. Zabel's face is scrunched up in agony. Napolitano a little bit further back, but look at the concentration, the style of Fabian Cancellara in the front. At this point, Eric Zabel knew he was not going to do it anymore, and Cancellara waves his arms in the air in victory, saluting the yellow jersey. What a way to win.
Well, that was an end to a very strange day of racing, but what a brilliant win by Cancellara. The world time trial champion showed them how he can ride a road race. The race behind him, that's Zabel. McEwen's run was spoilt by Robbie Hunter there a little bit, and Boonen was on the far right. Eric Zabel gets second, Napolitano third, and Boonen there will take fourth. But what strength to ride from the front of the peloton, reach the breakaway and beat him on the line. I can't believe this, neither can his team.
That really was a great move there. You have to have guts and courage to make a move like that. This man is gasping for oxygen now. We were worried about him losing his lead with about 5 kilometres today. With the 20-second time bonus, he's going to keep that yellow jersey now, Phil, for a few more days and not have to worry about the sprinters.
He's now going to look at a 33-second lead with that 20-second time bonus instead of 13 seconds. So that's what you do, and what a great delivery. This time yesterday he was sitting on the road and then riding in, looking as though he was out of the Tour with a damaged wrist. Today he's saluting the crowd in Compiègne, and he beat all of the sprinters to do it. That was a fantastic finish.
An incredible time, and I have to say a little bit sorry that the four-man breakaway group got caught down towards the end, but there's confirmation of that result.
Yes, indeed. What a great result it was too today. As we see now down on Compiègne, there's never been a finish like that for many a day in the Tour de France. A breakaway that lasted almost to the line. We'll just get the result sorted out for you, but there's no doubt who won the stage today. It was Fabian Cancellara with a sprint like you would not believe, and all the sprinters drew the day. We'll be back in a moment with the podiums and results.